Welcome to my Tornage Art Studio. I'm Sue Moberly, and I'm an artist and an educator who likes to work with silver. So today, what I want to show you is something that I find a lot of fun because it's spontaneous. I like to take molten silver, pour it over organic materials like spaghetti or coffee beans or a pine cone or whatever it is I might want to use, and then pick out the bits and pieces once it cools and incorporate them into some of my jewelry. Let's take a look. All right, before I take you over to the fire, I want to show you more clearly what I mean by incorporating organic pieces into my art. So come on over here. Here are a few necklaces and other jewelry pieces that I have. If you come in closely, I'm going to try to come down here and reach in to grab this guy. This is part of a lariat. And if you look more closely at the nugget that I'm holding, you can see little round cup type shapes. That's where the silver wrapped around, in this case, coffee beans. Another option would be dropping the molten metal directly into water. On these two necklace pieces, you can see I've then grabbed those little shapes, these little organic forms, and incorporated those as well. And I like to use it, I love making rings for some reason. And here's an example, I don't know if you can see it, the more linear structure. I'm going to turn it over. The more linear structure on this particular ring, it's hard to focus, but that's actually from pouring into spaghetti. And that's what we're going to try together today. So I've got my studio space all set up. And I'm going to go get ready with my safety gear to do some melting. We're ready for the fun part. At least I think it's fun. It's when we get out the torch and start melting the silver in the crucible. So the first thing I need is to set up with my safety glasses and, yeah, bifocals at this point in time. So come on with me back here. If you look back here on the other part of my studio, I do have a little area that's my soldering bench. I've got multiple torches I can choose from depending on what I'm doing at the time. In this case, we just want to melt the silver. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a larger propane tank. This one right here, it's got a bigger head on it. I'm not doing any detail or fine work in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to light this up and we're just going to blast the silver. We're going to melt in the crucible. Every person in every family is being affected by the COVID-19 pandemic in different ways. I hear catchphrases such as alone together and we are all in the same boat, but frankly, I disagree. We as a collective humanity are all impacted, but we are not in the same boat. In these unprecedented times, our most vulnerable neighbors have lost jobs, leading to an inability to pay rents and utilities and may be facing homelessness. Even those of us who live paycheck to paycheck are only one disaster away from facing a similar scenario. I am excited to be part of Madison Artists United, a group of artists who are working together to raise funds to assist PORCHLIGHT DIGS in helping individuals and families in need. PORCHLIGHT DIGS is an agency that has been providing support to local families for more than 20 years. You'll see a web link appear at the bottom of the screen that you can use to donate to DIGS. Enjoy the video, and thanks for whatever you can do to help. Even a small donation can make a difference. We need to shore up our boats. Once the metal is molten, I'm just going to pour it right into here, and you're going to see probably a little sizzle, a little smoke. But then real quickly, because silver cools, it flash cools almost immediately, I can go ahead and I can start picking out the usable bits for my art. All right, the silver is cooled and we're ready to dig it out and see what we made. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start removing some of this pasta and dropping it onto this towel. Okay, that's one glob. Now if I hold this up, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna find in here either, so this is kind of fun for me. All right, right here, I can see there's a piece of silver. You can see it's wrapping actually around the pasta, so I can pull that out. Now that's a little interesting tidbit. I can work with it as it is, or I can use only parts of it. So yeah, I've got a little bit of some linear pieces there. I'm gonna set that aside and dig in my pasta a little bit further. Oh, here's a little bit. Now, like I said before, this is all remeltable. So like this little piece here, I'm just gonna remelt it. It's really just something I can use another time. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in here a little bit more, getting down there near the bottom. Ooh, what's that? Oh, just another little piece. Not that I plan to use. What's here? I see burnt spaghetti. That's what I see. A little bit of burnt spaghetti on there. And getting down near the bottom, I'm gonna have to reach in there and grab that. Oh no, I'll pour it on the towel. Okay, we got a few more little pieces of silver down there that I'll pick up and show you. This one has, you can't see this up close, I apologize, but this has some really nice little linear pieces. I'm gonna save that one. And then I've got another little bit here I'm gonna set aside that I don't plan to use. So from that organic casting, I ended up with 2 pieces real quickly that I can now incorporate it into some art. When I do this organic casting, I like it because what I get is a surprise. But after that, that's when the artistic choices have to come in. So I need to then start designing. I need to sketch it through, I need to play with it, I need to do a little thinking. I have some links here that I was creating, maybe to make a necklace or a set of earrings that I've already soldered and forged. Maybe I want to consider, would this piece look good incorporated in that somehow? But again, I'm going to play with this a while. This is when my the actual forming and the art making happens for me. But I love using the little bits of surprises that I get, you know, as I work. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you are so inclined and would like to support Porchlight Digs, there is a link at the bottom of this video that you can follow the prompts and donate. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the day.